All right, all right, all right, all right. This is CaraSeen in the house. We have a really sweet tarot here for you. I've spoiled you once again. I really enjoyed my last reading where I did the 7 decks, so I'm just going to make up a spread as I go, and I'm just going to read it just freestyle today. I've gathered, I feel red everywhere. I feel red in the stones. I should have did my nails red. Oh, dark. I just feel love is in the air, and I feel that we focused a lot on them, the other them, and the future them. So why don't we focus on what do they find sexy about you? So right now this reading is going to be all about you. I get to talk all about you, and I get to relay how they feel about you, what they find is sexy. Now this morning when I was looking online and trying to come up with a new pick a card idea, I was researching ideas and I came across this article, and I have to quote this because this is really cool. At the very top it said, research shows we really don't fall in love with a person. We fall in love with how we feel when we are with them. Now that is sexy. Humor is sexy. Being liked is sexy. What you talk about is sexy. Your personality can be sexy to someone. How they make you feel. Love at first sight's even sexy. All these different things excites us, stimulates us, and arouses us. So we're going to cover some really sweet things here today. I'm just going to jump right into it. We're going to pick pile number 1, 2, 3, or 4. This is a red jasper with hematite. I got this as a gift from a client as a tip. It was so cool. And I got these red cat's eye, or red tiger's eye, if you will. Found these in Banff, British Columbia. This one is one of my favorite pieces. This is a teardrop or a water drop shaped geode. This little teardrop, this could be sad, but inside is such beauty. I wish I had like a candle behind here to show you, but it is so beautiful inside. It's one of my favorite pieces. And then this one here, pile number 4, is a dragon scale stone that I found at the base of the mountain, or Whistler, at a really cool shop there. All red stones, all red for passion. Red jasper 1, cat's eye red 2, red geo 3, or red dragon scale 4. 1, 2, 3, or 4. You can pause this, meditate on this, grab your pendulum, douse on it, whatever you dig on. Just grab a pile, man. Timestamps down below. Let's have some fun. I'll see you there. All right, all right, all right, all right. This one's for you, pile number 1. We have the red jasper. Where should I put this? With hematite. It's a nice balancing stone. We're starting off with the temperance card here, with the sex tarot card, the hangman with sex tarot card, the high priestess and the wands. Isis for our goddess coming in here. Nimitona, Maid, cycles and rhythms, sacred space, past life feeling. I see happiness. I see security. I see a lot of love. I see hunger. We'll get to these ones here shortly. Told you, spoiled. Actually, I'll just hang on to these here. Wow. I see completion here, some end of the cycles. I see temperance and moderation. I see some happiness. What do they find sexy about you? Well, I'll tell you. They think what is so sexy about you is the space that you create for yourself in your world. Your world is quite unique to other people's, and you really enjoy your own world. You've created a space, like looking with the high priestess here, of abundance of love, rocking in with the Venus energy here coming in. You have the high feminine energy, and they really love that about you. That's one of the things that is unique about you, if I may say. Everything is already written in the book of destiny when it deals with the high priestess. This is patience and change around you. This is things that they find sexy. Even you have even here the book, you enjoy your books, you enjoy researching, you get something in your mind. Next thing you know, you're researching it. You're on Google here, you're reading about it, you're finding a book, you're finding an ebook. You have little bells around your ankles, you have a music and a lift however you walk, and they think that's so sexy. I see fruitation here around. You're sitting in, again, this high priestess. It's like a giant flower, and you're holding the keys in your hand. It's the magic. They're very attracted to you and what many things you have to offer, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, sexually. You have so many things to offer. And it's like they could drink you up, but they know they have to take things in moderation, but they just want to take you all in. Everything is about enjoying everything about you, every part, every angle about you. They just, even when you're quarrelsome, even when you're in anguish sometimes, even when you have little fears, like they're just, you have your little quirks about you that they just adore. And it's, remember, we fall in love with how we feel when we're around people. And this situation involves your past life memories. So there may be some past life. You guys are drawn together for a reason. Something he feels or she feels when they're with you. That is, it's like an instant, it's a pulled you guys together. It's a drawing, it's a pulling. When you're apart, you feel it. Sometimes you feel like little dorks, like you're texting or sexting or messaging or things you want to express. It's just, sometimes you just feel like I keep hearing dorkiness. You just feel dorky, but it just feels good. So do it. You got the Sun card here pulling in the happiness. This is awesome to see. This is nothing but material happiness, joyous outcome, success. This is bringing in the love in every direction. Even the colors coming in are prosperity. The Four of Hazards, sometimes we want to feel as a little long-term security. And that's what they feel with you. And they think that's great. They don't have to deal with a one-night stand with you. When they see you, they're thinking of you like long-term. Like, would our dogs get along? Do they like ravioli, random stuff? Would they go hiking up with a mountain with me? Would they like binging out on Netflix with me? You're thinking about things that you have a lot of commonality and interest with that you're hoping for. But there's the Ace of Cups here too. This is new beginnings, this is new relationships. This is about proposal and marriage, my friends. Yep. What they find sexy about you is that they see you long term. And that's why you have the security here. Desire for long-term security. The desire for the happiness. And they have that with you. The desire for the marriage. And they can have that with you. The Temperance card coming in here. There's no moderation. Sometimes when that card comes in, we have to remember to take things a little slow. But we have the Wand energy. And that's the only suit that's coming up. And what is Wands? It's fire. Fire, fire, fire. That's the fastest moving suit too, my friend. So I'm sorry. Temperance needs moderation. You might think things take a little slower, but you have the Wands coming in here. And this is about passion. It's about creativity. The Ten of Wands here, that's about penetration here. This is about equality with the two of the people. It's the power of the woman meets the power of the man. The power of the man meets the power of the man. The power of the woman meets the power of the woman. Success in love must satisfy both partners. And above all, on Sex Tarot card, that's what this card represents, to satisfy. Now that position is, that's a pretty good one there. That's for damn sure. That's definitely a heck of a fun one to be around with. It doesn't happen too often. But it seems like, as I'm looking at all these cards here, it seems to happen in the outside. We've got outside, 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 and everything here too. We got outside. We have a sacred space. Everything seems to be outside. I see this person, like, one thing they like about you is your way with animals too. You've created a sacred space. I see the smudging here. You have the sacred space card. Create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. Spirituality is definitely, everything needs to be in balance. They're attracted to you because of your spirituality. And even if it's the rituals you do around your home, it's the little things about you that they adore. You're offering the keys to their heart for them, and I see you just, how do you say, you want to find out everything about them as much as they want to find out everything about you. There's research involved, there's playfulness here. There's with the, from the rope to the air, to the smudging, to the leaves, to the water, to outdoors. You guys are like children together. They find it so fun that you're so playful, and it's so sexy. And they love it that you can have just a good time, and at any time. You know, you're not casting into their whims. If you haven't done the things that you have done with this person or going to do, it's not that a bad thing. It's just more like what you guys are bringing out with each other. Like, it's what you're bringing out together. What things have, it's like you've created this unique world within yourselves. And they find that so sexy that your creative thought process merges with their logical process, you know. This is about cycles and rhythms and honoring the cycles in the body, energy levels and emotions. They honor this about you. They honor your cycles. They honor the masculine and feminine. The male and female both have cycles each month. Men's cycles are actually shorter. A friend of mine, his was actually every 18 days, and he'd be pissy for about 4 days, and we would just honor it. He needed to sit down, we'd sit down. We'd go on walks. We'd go take our dogs for a walk. He just needed to sit down for a second because he was pissy. We'd do it. Whatever, man. It's just what they do. It seems like you guys just like, meh, that's what the guy does. Meh, that's what a girl does. Meh. He just seems to, when things come up, when people have off days or good days, it seems like it doesn't matter if you're dealing with love, envy, hate, or anguish, hunger, sadness. There's just a satisfaction to knowing that you understand each other and understand, like, why. Like, you could breathe a certain way. You can miss a breath a certain way. You're texting the same way, but somehow they can pick it up thousands of miles away, thousands of hours away, thousands of minutes away. Somehow they just know. They can find that certain thing about you, and that's because they've taken the time to read you. They've taken the time to learn every detail about you. This is spiritual here too. We got spiritual here too. I got spiritual here too. I got sacred space, spiritual. You are an amazing soul. It's just astonishing to how they feel about you. The spirituality and the hard work and the things that you have done to uplift yourself, the things that you've created in your life to embed yourself, the things that you've added to your life that has created powerful, amazing memories. And it is so fucking attractive, mate. Like, as a friend, I would be so attracted to you. I couldn't wait to, like, get a next coffee with you and just enjoy conversation. Just absolute good conversation here too. Wow. I think you're an incredible soul, and I think they're extremely lucky to be around. And the one thing they really also like about you is you've made the effort, because great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And I want you to know that this could be the one. And they think you're so sexy because they think that they have already met the romantic partner that they have been seeking for so long. Release your ex, and the time has come to clear energy. I feel it doesn't matter with this card. I think now that you have found each other and seen each other, your actions, everything here is spiritual. Everything here, I'm just putting this card off to the side, notice. I'm not even dealing with it anymore. Everything here is spiritual. Everything here is making the effort and learning, strength and power and passion within of a concentration of just effort. That's the word I'm looking for. Just a huge concentration of effort both of you guys have put in for each other. And with that thoughts, when that happens, releasing the X and the energy of that, it doesn't have to be a great big deal. Sometimes it needs to. Sometimes there needs to be a burn-in ritual. Haha, yeah. Sometimes there needs to be a burn-in ritual, but this time it just happens. And it just melts away, whether it's them or you, or both of you, really. We all sometimes hold a little place in our hearts without thinking about it, because we can have the positive and the negative from each relationship. And you can now just melt everything away. It just happens. That's amazing. Bringing love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. That's what they find so sexy about you, man, is that you can bring love into any situation. You have a way about you that pulls the positive from the negative. It doesn't matter. I could say like, oh man, it sucked. I hated dating that guy. It gave me such a hard time. And you would say, yeah, but didn't you learn authentic Mexican cooking? Like you can find anything out of everything, anything out of anything. And you can pull up, you're like, yeah, man, actually I did learn some amazing recipes and I still use them to this day. Holy smokes, thank you. You know, you have a way about you that finds the love and finds the best in anything. And that's sexy. Sexy doesn't have to be the lingerie. Notice I haven't covered your body, your looks, or anything at all today. I haven't covered anything nasty or spicy. Like things that they find sexy about you is bringing love in the situation, the effort that you make. They know that you could be the one. They find it sexy that you work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. And they find it sexy that they can always expect powerful changes with you, new moon and eclipse. There's always something different and fun around the corner with you. You do have your rituals and your sacred space that you have created. You have your security. And sometimes you do bunker down with your emotions, but they can sneak up behind you and release that inner quality in you. They can come up behind you and just say one word, growl one vowel, and make sure that you know that they still care and love about you. They have a way about you, a way about them, sorry. They have a way about you to constantly let you know that there's a lot of magic in the relationship. We have blessings in the relationship, and they have lifted the fog and they've released the ocean of all your journeys that you have gone through. Now, I've snuck one thing in here that I haven't told you about in the beginning. I have these ones. Now, these ones are going to be messages from them to you. Okay? So the first one says, my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time, and nothing is missing. And that's interesting. We got the Isis past life. This situation involves your past life memories. You know, we also are releasing the X. Now, what I'm finding is every card reader out there is always reading about this life. This is, yeah, straight up says past life, but releasing your X. Sometimes we're still dealing with past life karma that we are dealing with that we may or may not be unaware. So space and time can sometimes affect what we're dealing with in this life right now, but I want you to surrender At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. Now this is one of the remainder message I have here for you, and I want you to close your eyes. I want you to tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful, and you can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. My beloved, surrender. Surrender your heart. Release the magic and work through your fears. What is sexy about you is a powerful change that is coming into effect during your evolution, during your efforts, during the space and the cycles and the rhythms and joy of your life that you have created and the happiness of your environment. You are truly blessed, and it is damn sexy. And that's what they find sexy about you, my friend. I want to thank you very much for hanging out with me. And this has been an absolute pleasure to hang out with you. Throw me down a little thumbs up, please. Let me know you're there. Tell me what your favorite part was, or tell me what resonated with you. And I would really, really love that. I always respond. Throw me down a thumbs up. Subscribe. Thank you so very much for hanging out. All the best to you and yours. All right, pile number 2. This one's for you. We have the red cat's eye protection stone in red, so extra love and passion for you. So what do they find sexy about you? Let's have a little flip-see, shall we? Oh, I'll just get right in there. Oh, the Mote, Empress. Got the 4 of Wands and 8 of Sword energy coming in here. Ooh, divine healing power, magical person. A lot of magic in here. Even death is quite a magical. There's a lot of cycle energy. The Empress. Some divine feminine. Let's have a little look here. A lot of aces. Double ace. We got Ace of Hazards, Ace of Swords, and the 4 of Swords here coming in with our tarot. Let's see what we have here for our Moonology. Oh, this is an amazing. We got trust here. We got a bright future. We got a lot of playfulness. We got a lot of silliness here. And this one here, these cards are going to be for something special. And I'm going to put that off to the side here. That's something a little extra for later. We're not going to touch that right now. Okay. Communion, compassion, sanctuary. Oh my gosh. One above all. You got drive. Damn. What I'm seeing here is the compassion and the drive and the magic that you have. You can clearly manifest your intentions into reality. You're a magical person. The Sorcerer's card is loud and clear. Right next to the Empress card here. I don't care if you're male or female watching this. You have divine balance of the masculine and the feminine, with the feminine spiritual reality coming in with you. And it is something that they find sexy about you. You're able to tap into the divine feminine and masculine when called for at the right time. That is something that it's really interesting. Getting with the Death card too, the Death card and the Sex Tarot card means something just a little bit different than the normal Rider-Waite deck. The Death card wants to tell us here that it's the end of cycles, beginning of new cycles. We all know this. But this here in the Sex Tarot is about abandonment. So sometimes when we can abandon, we're going to be starting. Abstinence from sex reinforces your desire, right? A relationship undergoing a transformation, even at the end of things, must be accepted serenely. So even when things are coming to the end of something, it's the beginning of something new and exciting. What they find sexy about you is just like nothing seems to stop. You rest when you need rest. You stop when you need stop. You eat when you eat. Buddha says, eat when you're hungry. If you're hungry 5 times that day, you eat 5 times. If you're only hungry once, eat that 1 time. You have a drive and passion about you that whatever you put your mind and your goal into, you achieve it. It's like breaking through the earth here with the Ace of Hazard energy. You just smash through. You got the prosperity of what you've earned through your hard work. They think it's so cool that if you're bored with a job, let's say, or even if you get laid off from a job, you have a way about you that you can just you can create a new job. You can create new work. You'll find something. You'll find a way to give yourself a raise, like a promotion. You'll find new income. You'll find new ways of bringing things in. And it's intriguing and sexy. Remember, sexy doesn't always have to do with getting naked and getting the things that you wear and lingerie and sexy underwear. What is sexy is like personality, you know, and things that you do and actions and words and sneaking kisses and things that you do and things that they see and how you interact with other people and who you have in your life and who you choose to surround yourself with. That is sexy. This is the kind of things we're going to cover here today. I got my sex tarot card out here. I'm not going to lie. You guys were playful as silly as hell, man. You guys have a good time and you giggle. You absolutely have a silly time. We're going to get into that in just a little moment here, but we're going to finish up with the death card here. That's cycles. You know, we have big changes and big endings, and sometimes if it's time to move on, you're just on for new adventures. You're like the perfect springtime sign, you know? The Four of Wands wants to tell me you might be dealing with an Aries, Leo, possibly Sagittarius energy here too. But you have, you got some sword energy. Sword too. Don't get me wrong, you might be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius shooting in here. I don't know. Sometimes let's just take that Scorpio energy here with the death card, and let's just bring the mothering of the Scorpio and the tail of the ending. I like, because there's a couple here cuddling in behind La Morte. They're not too concerned, you know. She's showing her stuff. She's showing that it's the time is getting happen, and she's got her scythe, and she's posing for the drawing. You know, she's all fierce as fuck and everything, and there's you two. Because you just had a good time. Playful as, look at, just giggling. Just giggling, having a good time. And now you're just totally chill. Feet stretched out, intertwined. Seems like anytime there's something to the ending, there's an ending of a beginning, and you guys just move on, and it's really, really cool, and they find that awesome about you. You guys are very, very much alike in that sense, and it's absolutely fine. You don't have the complete opposites where you're constantly having to be shocked by each other. It just seems like with the Empress energy here, I really, really like seeing that the creation here, the abundance here of the energy. Like, she's even talks about you'd make, how would you say, you're attractive for parenting. You're attractive for a parent, a wise. You'd be attractive if you're like an animal lover. There's just something about you that you have this nurturing, divine, feminine energy about you that is such a blessing. And even a man's man, you know, even that cabin man can have that off-grid dude, you know, the axe-wielding guy, the man's man. He can still have that teddy bear, divine, feminine energy that notices the little things that comes out there, you know. And that's Libra energy right there. Libra's got a way about them that can show you sanctuary. They show you compassion. And bringing in a wake-up call, you do that with them. And they have stopped worrying about everything. And they know that everything is going to be fine. They find it sexy that there's total trust and total love with you. The situation is calling for them to have faith. And they feel it, and they are, and they know that prosperity lies ahead with new moon in Taurus. And this is a divine that's going to be coming in with you, both of you. This is calling in your soulmate. They feel that their prayers have been answered. Their affirmations have been answered. Their visualizations has helped to bring the both of you together. When they think of you that you're their soulmate. You are just so sexy to them that they always communicate to with the new moon in Gemini. They're always chatty Cathy. They tell you that they love you all the time. Give them the chance. If they haven't told you yet, wait till you open up that Pandora's box. Oh my goodness, you guys are going to have a retarded amount of fun. Ridiculous. I don't mean to say Pandora's box because that's like chaotic, but it just means like go open up that box and it's just like over flooding with the spiritual of love and goodness and excitement. There's just going to be a lot of it's about like love and healing. You guys are like even here, love. Like, I'm sorry, I'm kind of embarrassed to keep saying the same thing over and over, but it just seems like once that door has been opened, it's just showing love and compassion everywhere. You have been a wake-up call to them. You have been someone that has shared your spirituality, your love, your heart. You're someone that is given them your trust. And that wasn't easy for you to do. I'm proud of you, by the way, just to throw that out there. It wasn't easy giving that trust. Now, when you meet this person, I'm going to commend you for this. If you've already met them, congratulations. Because balance and spirituality and practicality and the new moon in Pisces, when you get that, and you get the communication is key with the new moon in Gemini. With these two cards, you have the new moon and you have the full moon. We have the opposite energies here, but it seems to balance both of you out. There's that balance here. Even with the death card coming in here with the end of the cycles as well. And the death card can rock in also. I think I had mentioned the Scorpio energy too. So again, might be dealing with a Scorpio when you're dealing with that. Scorpios can be very grounding creatures. They're actually quite mothering. Even though bugs really have no emotions, or insects, or whatever invertebrates they would call it. Don't correct me, I've got it wrong. They don't have any emotions, but it's a Scorpio sign, sure it does. Scorpio and Sagittarians are quite close together. They're quite grounding, but watch out for that spike of their tail when that comes in. Again, you got a wake-up call, though. Love is going to smack you hard and fast. So make sure you grab some gloves. There's going to be some days you're going to earn their love, but that's okay because you have a bright future with them. Stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. Okay? Prosperity lies ahead with the new moon in Taurus. And what's really neat is we are calling in your soulmate here. And when we do, we have an engagement. You're so sexy because they find that your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Remember I was saying, notice I haven't covered yet anything to do with sex and affairs. I got my sex tarot cards out here. Oh, I want to hit that. Even though you see she's coming through my throat right now. Fuck me, bitch, she's ready. But I'm talking about that right now because what is so sexy to them is your security, your commitment, your Four of Swords energy here, your trust. Your situation is calling for you to have faith, and you have that. Now, one thing I threw in here I haven't told you about here, I have 3 more cards. Now, this is going to be a message from them to you. Okay, I'm just going to read them out. If it resonates, it not. This is just how it lies. We have 3 of them here for you. Now, one of them, the first one says for us, we got nice little messages on the back. It says, embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities in your life. And passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. You are so sexy that, like I said, the passion that you have for your outlook on life. You have compassion. You have passion. You have finding new beginnings with the Ace of Swords, with creative projects, anything like that coming in here. New ideas. This is mental clarity. You can find new jobs, new raises, new anything. This is what this says here too. The Eight of Swords is sometimes you've imposed some self-restrictions on yourself, but there's times when you've gone into sanctuary and times when you've gone into yourself, and that's totally cool that way, because your desire for long-term security has attracted this person, and they see that you want long-term security. They see that you want long-term commitment. And above all, one thing that they hold dear more than your heart is the trust that you've given them. The trust that you gave willingly, on your own time, at your own pace. The trust that you finally gave. The communion and sharing your heart, your trust, your past, your life. You have held and given your memories to them, and they have honored you. You're a very grounding person. It's sexy. Even within so much magic you have within you, you have created such a bright future. With or without this person, they know that you will still have everything that you want and need, because you have that drive and you have that passion about you. Whether you know some things, whether it be financially, hold you back for a while to attain your goals, you still have that goal. You think about it every day. You may read about it, shop about it, look about it, think about it, but it's on your mind. Whether it takes you 3 months or 3 years or 30 years to obtain that goal, that's something that's always on your mind. And one thing they know that, like I said, with or without them, you're still going to do your thing. You're still going to rock out with your heart out. And you don't need them. And funny enough, they find that sexy, because they know that you have picked them to be in your life. And they do. They have respect for that, and they have honor for that. And they like I said, they've had a wake-up call. You're a channel of divine healing power, and sometimes you've pulled the wrong people in, and they're attracted to that healing energy of yours, but they see your healing energy. They know when to hang out with you. They know when to take break. You might be an empath of sorts, different variations. They know when to step back from you when you need to find that sanctuary and recharge your batteries. They trust everything about you in the relationship, and this is going to ascend to engagement. This is going to ascend to long-term. They're your soulmate. Prosperity lies ahead because you both communicate. You both have absolute balance and spirituality and practicality in this relationship. You've embraced everything in life and what you need to do. And everything of your unwanted thoughts and desires have been dissolved away. And it's dissolved into the light. And you've totally created new possibilities for you and them. And it's sexy. And I just want to say, hey man, I honor you as much as they honor them. And it's been an absolute pleasure to hang out with you today. And thank you so very much for hanging out with me. Throw me down a thumbs up. Tell me what resonated with you, or tell me what you liked best about it. Throw me down a thumbs up, lets me know you're there, and lets me help keep rocking out this free content channel for y'all as well. Have a great day, and thanks for hanging out. What's up? This is pal number 3. Let's have a little flip-see. Again, this is my favorite one that you chose. I've literally had this for 27 years. First time I've ever used this on a pick of cards, so it's got to be something cool. It's one of my favorite pieces. Saying it again. All right. Oh, justice and judgment together. Justice and judgment together. Oh, I know what that means. We have some serious blossoming relationship going on here. We have compassion rocking in here and transformation. We got the Queen of Pentacles and 9 of Wands here, all with the Sex Tarot cards. We got something spicy here. Let's see what we got here with the 6. We got the 6 of Wands, 5 of Hazards, and 4 of Cups. You're a little stagnant, my buddy. 6 of Wands here. This is recognition, man. This is success. This is good news. Justice is win-win as well. Now, like I said, I absolutely spoiled you. I have actually, I put these. I have a ridiculous amount of cards here for you, but I thought I want to make this reading all about you. All my other readings are finding out about them, so I want to find out, what do they find sexy about you? They want you to know that you're good enough, and you're good enough for them, and that's what's sexy. That's a full moon in Virgo. You got a couple Virgo cards here. One thing they find is really sexy about you is that your capacity for forgiving and for learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments, and this is through your hard work and things that you've done. They think it's sexy that you've freed yourself and that you've actually taken back control of your life. There's something about that's happened that you were feeling stagnant here. Not really liking your, I see boredom that was happening here for a while. 4 of Cups energy is sometimes feeling unfulfilled, an apathy for it. The 4 of Cups here, this is like that guy that sits underneath the tree and there's 3 cups in front of him and there's a 1 cup holding him on the side. So he's kind of like indifferent to the cup that's there. He's got options, but does he feel like taking it? It's one of those things, if you don't make a choice soon, you're going to miss out. And what they find sexy about you is that you saw it, you're stagnant, you're bored, you're adapted, you overcame. You know, you may have been stagnant for a while, but you found your way out of it. The Queen of Pentacles is feeling that energy right here. It's like indifference right here. Some feelings that for a while. I find someone has been around both of you and caused a little bit of a heartache. And so they've been sneaking around and bugging you. I think they've been like poking the bear a little bit. I don't want to say that classic social media bullying, but I just find that someone was poking the bear with either you or the partner. I don't know. I'm sorry that it wasn't meant to come out there as part of the reading, but someone was. I see this here, and they're sniffing around. But I want you to know, your partner's got his hand over your mouth, and he's not shushing you in this situation. And there's the other person sniffing around, even sending out their little birds and their other little minions around you. I see birds everywhere. They're sending out birds to try to get back and let him know, because they're friends with him. Or you're a partner here. They're friends with them, and they're sending them out, and they have mutual friends in common. But if you notice his hand, he's not shushing you. He's not hiding you. He's like, you know what? He's saying, you're a good enough full moon in Virgo. But he wants you. You could be dealing with the wand energy here too. Could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or some fiery, creative souls. They find it sexy that you give rather than take. You're a giver, you got a big heart. No matter what you do, you find you're victorious in things that you do. The Six of Wands energy is showing that recognition and good news and success always comes your way because of your compassion. You're able to release the judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. You have an abundance, but you've also gone through a massive change. This abundance, I believe, was not always there. I'm just going to put these down for a sec here. Not quite ready to dig on those. Your abundance in your heart, your prosperity of everything that is who you has always been there. Blah, 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 blah. Anybody can say that and rock that. You're probably thinking right now. But there's something I'm seeing here, and I'm looking at blossoming, and I'm looking at transformation. And I'm seeing the Four of Cup energy. And I have to giggle. This is feeling unfulfilled. This is boredom. Now, when I read the Zombie Tarot card, I actually call this the pussy card because whoever you're dealing with is a fucking pussy. But not in this case. Sorry, my language there. It seems like you're indifferent. You just like, if something bugs you, you don't wallow in it, man. You're like, okay, what can we do to deal? Moving on, blossoming. You have transformed yourself. You weren't always like this. But you've transformed yourself and you've used that positive light that's within you. And before we go on any further, I would like you to know one thing that they find super sexy about you is that you don't let your past hold you back with the South Node energy. Your compassion again is there. You're just getting started, man. So have patience with yourself in the process. I don't want you to give up. The success here that I see on this table is phenomenal. When the Judgment is next to the Justice, like there's marriage in your future. There's a hand fasting, man. There's Beltane here. The Judgment here is... It's really, really cool next to the Justice card because I really do see like love at first sight. It's like the sound of the change in the level of the spirit. It's like trumpeting that horn from Gabriel as hard as you can. The expected birth force of transformation. Again, the transformation here. And this is a burst forward of change of a stagnant situation. You were feeling bored and stagnant here. You're being a little bit of a pussy. Maybe that's why you got the pussy card. You were kind of, you were feeling it, and you wrote out the stagnant Four of Cup card there for a while, but you pulled yourself out of that, and that's what's sexy because you can. You don't wallow in your misery. You don't wallow in your self-doubt. There's with the wolf instincts that come in here with you, the dragonfly emergence. The crystal and the focus, the vision quest of the desert and the lake and the stillness. Let's have a little look here. You've gone through your vision quest. Looking in here with the desert, you have gone on your peyote journey. And that journey wasn't easy, but you've come out of that with the lotus flower of purity and new beginnings. And you have compassion. I'm going to keep saying that word, compassion. And there's compassion with the Justice card, win-win. You have soul searched. You have gone through journeys that not a lot of other people have. You have crystal focus on there because you have learned to find that sacred space, and you've learned to find that garden of meditation within, to go to that garden of the sacred space within your mind. You've able to take that now and emerge with the dragonfly energy because you've used the instinct of the wolf. You are a lone wolfer at times, and they find that sexy about you as well. They love that you can trust your gut instinct. They love that from the darkness you have emerged into the light. I see a lot of water here. There's a lot of water energy coming in here too. Lotus are born from the water. Dragonflies are born from the water. Butterflies can also hang out by the water too. This is a lot of transformation. You're experiencing enormous change right now, which brings such great blessings, and that's sexier than fuck. Forgiving and learning about yourself and releasing, heal the past. You're experiencing more love in your present moments. Like, this is what's happening to you now. And that is sexy. Because you free yourself, it's time to take back control of your life, and you've transformed. Did you know once you become a butterfly, you are an adult? It was a caterpillar that was a land dweller in the adolescence, but once you emerge into a butterfly, you're an adult. There's no going back. You cannot change back into a butterfly. So one thing is cool about you that is sexier than all hell is that you don't look back. You freed yourself. This has stirred some like serious romantic feelings in this person. They see, I get goosebumps here. I got goosebumps. They see like the work and the transformation. They've seen the focus that you've put within your career, your life, your hobbies, the things you've done. I see plants around your house. I've seen new patterns. I see new routines coming in. And these are all part of your new thought process and your new game plan in your life that is just now seems to be part of your everyday venture, right? And it's sexy. You think what you've done is now it's just your everyday routine, but they find that absolutely attractive. You must be emotionally, mentally, and spiritually and sexually balanced when you're in a relationship. And you have that to offer. Sometimes you feel that there's no hope and you're on your own. But I want you to know they feel that they're victorious, that they have someone such as you. The transformation that you've created within yourself and not letting your past hold you back. It seems like this energy is just getting into rolling and starting. These routines and these new things that you've done and some shedding of some old ways, and you're blossoming out. Wow. This is new love because you freed yourself. This is new love because you've focused. You are absolutely sexy because you've blossomed into an absolute victorious specimen of the king or queen of yourself. These things that you've done on your own. And you've chosen these paths and you've done them on your own, whether by choice or you had no choice, but there still are paths that we do choose to go on. Whatever journey you rocked, how you feel that you've taken it, whether you had no choice or they were choices, they look at you in awe that you have gone through this, and they just keep saying, man, like, you're good enough, you're the one. This is it. They're excited about you. Let's see what some messages I have for you. Now, I didn't want to say this in the beginning, but these 3 cards, what they're going to be here for you is a special message just from them to you. Okay, I'm going to read them out. Maybe we'll go into it further, maybe not, but let's just rock that in and see how it coordinates with the others. The first message that they have for you is healing. And it says, imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed to this very moment. The next message from them is transformation. And you got transformation here. Transformation there. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. And you have given yourself, with the dragonfly energy, unconditional love. Like I need like the strength, like the Leo card here, like absolute unconditional love. You have unconditional passion, and you have the new love, and you have good enough. Man, you're the shit. And there's playfulness. The other message coming out here is laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. You're getting a lot of healing cards here. I'm really proud of you. You've really, really come an interesting way. I got another quick message coming in here, and you're supposed to take your time. 5 of Hazards energy, I just was told to focus back on here. Getting over a poverty or ill health sometimes. Sometimes when we have a lot of worry or isolation or financial loss coming into our life with the 5 of Hazards, that can also affect our healing and our love and our self-worth. But remember, you have transformed. You have transformed, and you may not feel all the transformation, but people around you see the emergence that you've come out of. They've seen you walk out of the forest and into the light. And I wouldn't be worried about the little birds coming around and trying to find information about you and your love, right? Because they don't care that you don't care. And they find that sexy about you, that you just really don't care about the little birds trying to find information about you. You just carry on and give your full undivided, okay? And they're telling you that you're good enough, and their blinders are on, and they don't even need to deal with anything else but you. I feel a lot of love here, and I feel a lot of sexy times here. Yeah. I would really like to say that your instincts have been right about yourself, and your instincts have been right about them. You've been through a lot. And I'm smiling here. I sound somber, but I'm smiling because really love conquers all, and it really transforming all thing. And I really want to commend you on your instinct and following your intuition about your journey in your life, in the direction, whatever you pull yourself out of, the focus that it took you to pull yourself out, the desert that you traveled through, the vision quest of within, and the things that you fought within has been incredible. Your journey has been an incredible healing one. And they find that sexy about you because you have endured, adapted, overcome, and you have prevailed. And you really do in many things that you go about. And they've caught you at an amazing time as you emerge through this new creative love thought process that you're going through. I would like you also... another message I'm getting in for you, I'm looking at forgiving and learning. Give yourself some gratitude. Give yourself a pat on the back and some high fives. Your ancestors, I see them giving you high fives from the grave. They're impressed. They're really impressed, and they want me to give you some high fives from the ancestral line. So not just in your life, anybody that's passed. This isn't your ancestors are giving you a high five. That you've really corrected some past life karmic connections here. You've not only transformed your aura, your energy, your spirituality, your mental, your clarity, your body, mind, and soul. Your coldness and indifference sometimes has given you the power and willingness of dedication. And it's sexy. I want to tell you one more time, don't let the past hold you back, because that's what they find sexy about you most of all. And they like it that they see a future with you, and they think that's really, really sexy. If you notice, I actually haven't talked about anything to do with getting naked here yet either. Still haven't, because there's many things that they find sexy. And you are the one for them. They feel like they're victorious. They feel like they've had it all, right? They feel like they have found it with you. So shut the fuck up, man. Shut your mouth. Stop self-doubting, because, oh my God, you're glowing. Dude, you're glowing on how much you've changed. See the desert in behind here? Your vision quest, that your desert you're going on. Look how victorious you've come out. You're glowing, man. And they've scooped you up just at the right time. They are luckier than anything. Hey, I just want to say one thing to say. It's been an honor hanging out with you today. Thanks for hanging out with me. Please throw me down a likes up and a subscribe. I have weekly, sometimes 1 or 2 videos coming out a week. But throw me down a little like there. Subscribe and enjoy my channel. Tell me what resonated with you most, or tell me which pile that you picked. And I would love to hear from you. I always answer everyone. Well, thank you very much again for joining me today, and have a good one. Thank you. All right. Pile number 4. This one's for you. We got the Dragon Scale Stone. Let's see what we have here for you. Oh, we got the 6 tarot cards with the Emperor cards, a Knight of Chalices, 2 of Chalices with the Strength. Wow, we got some undying love. We got unconditional love. We got divine passion. Damn. Very, very, very nice. Blindfolds are on. Interesting. Oh. New starts coming. Wow. The 2 of Chalice. The Lover's card. Unconditional love, undying love. We're going to save these ones till later. I have a special surprise for you, but we're going to rock. I've absolutely spoiled you. We have some amazing things here. One thing that they absolutely love to celebrate when it comes about you, what they celebrate about you, is the introvert within you. So even if you're an extrovert during the day, at night you're quite the introvert. There's a lot of solitude coming up here too. The 8 of Swords here, the Island, the solitude here too. Meditate, contemplate. They like that you can take that Knight of Chalice energy and just channel that within yourself. You have the Strength card here, and you have the Mary Magdalene card here, and that's unconditional love through and through and through. You love yourself and others in every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be, and they find that very sexy about you. This is going to be about discovering things about you. It's your energy, man. Your energy is gaining momentum, and the waxing moon. And you meditate and you contemplate with the new moon in Pisces. And this solitude that you celebrate within yourself, they find it quite attractive. You have this undying love of nature and around, and your dreaming state and your color. It's like Technicolor dream coat that you wear. The love you have, you shared, is an eternal, regardless of the situation. That's what just keeps really, really coming out here. The dream time creation that you have created for yourself and your world it's breathtaking, and they find that absolutely sexy. And a lot of stuff I'm going to cover here today may not involve totally getting naked, even though we brought out the 6 tarot card. We'll see what we have in store there. But right now, there's so many other things about you. And there's even the things that you talk about that you're interested in. The 4 of Wands energy, the homecoming, the celebrations, the family, the friends, the people that you have around you in your life. These are the things that they find very sexy about you. People that you've chosen to be around you, the lifestyle that you've chosen, even your theme of clothes. It just seems to be your creative thought process in your goals and your life and your ambitions. And these are the things that are extremely sexy when it comes to what they are looking for in a significant other. Sometimes you have the Eight of Sword energy, and that's where you've really self-imposed some restrictions. This card in the Rider deck, you would see the woman with the blindfold over and all the swords standing up in the vast wasteland, on your own, feeling isolated. But that's not the case. There's no imprisonment here. They think that you're able to be alone and do things alone, and yet be absolutely extrovert during the day and be shy as a kitten in the evening. It's so interesting. Some of these restrictions, you've created a lot of judgment within your own mind, and they want to tell you to get out of your head, okay? And they just like take off that blindfold with the Eight of Sword energy. Take off that blindfold and the judgment. Get out of your head. Make a final decision, man. This is a wake-up call. Your life's purpose and the things and everything that you've created and everything that you've surrounded your life in here, they want you to know that they're here. You've asked for it and they're here. They like it that you create things in your life and you like and will them to come true. You like that they create affirmations. There's a dawn of new beginnings coming in here. And with the Four of Wands energy about the celebrations coming in here and homecomings, like Two of Chalices, this is marriage, my friend. What I'm seeing here is because you've allowed your heart and soul to sing with joy, they find that so sexy. This is a passion card you've gotten here. The things that you release in your energy and the time that you take to dance and celebrate, like you are fun, you're exciting, like you can kick up your heels at any given time. You celebrate the little things in your life. Like where's the Island card? A single flower in a walkway, you're commenting on it as you're walking. Oh, it's so cute. There's a little flower in the crack there, blah, blah, blah. And you just keep going. For some things, when you have your blinders on, it's because you don't realize what you have to offer in the evenings. Behind closed doors, behind your security and your walls in your home, they know the sexiest part about you. You've created this world around you that other people see. The extrovert during the day, which they love, and you have the introvert at night. And this is not two-faced or anything, because I'm personally the same way. I'm extremely extrovert, but when I'm in my own realm, my own doors, in my house, I'm really introvert. So it is possible. So you can't just be one or the other. You can definitely be both. And I want you to feel honest with yourself and ask yourself, like, what is your heart's true desire? What's your heart's true desire? You have the dawn of the new beginnings right here. You have a new start is coming. You've already meditated and contemplated on it. They want you to get out of your head. You're in your head a lot. You've already thought about this a lot. And one thing that is super rad that they find sexy about you is that you seduce by leaving yourself open for seduction. They've actually celebrated you in a way that they have to be careful to dominate you or not. Because if you do, they could lose the battle. And there could be a battle of strength, I feel. And you've really set that bar high. The strength here, with the unconditional, with the double strength, with our judgment. You've set the bar so high with your self-love and self-respect. The courage to love yourself before others. This is what is sexy. This is what they find about you. Even though you get in your head, you have a way of putting yourself in anybody's shoes in any direction, and you understand why people do what they do. And you're able to explain it to people. If you're not a teacher, you should have been. If you don't do maybe workshop classes, could you? Because one thing they find the sexiest about you is there's a way you have explaining things, and it's almost like in a way of telling a story, you know. There's a really easy way. You don't shop talk as much. You explain on any level, and you can bring it out, and you bring everyone into your world. Like I see, it's just like, even just looking at this card here with all the love and creation, and I keep coming back here. If you're not an artist of sorts, you are so spiritually inclined that there's just abundance of beautiful auras of colors happening around you. There's the rainbows here and rainbows here. Your karmic DNA of your fucking awesomeness goes back generations. You come from a good line, and you're a good heart, and you're a good soul. And your soulmate wants to let you know that your passion and your love on life is so sexy. And they want you to keep an open mind, because they may differ from your usual type and expectations. I think you're quite if you're not like a granola girl, flamboyant hippie girl, I feel gypsy blood. Even if you're like a woman who wears a suit to work during the day, I guarantee you have the soul of a gypsy. I see such a celebration and such creative love and love and love. Waxing moon and new moon energy in Pisces. You stay so optimistic about everything in your life, and it is so sexy. Your positive thinking and your faith brings you romance. Like, things about you that you grab and you gravitate to and you want to learn about. It's almost childlike. I'm almost feeling like spring baby energy. It could be even, I'm feeling like an Aries or Pisces. There's like a childlike first Emperor card. Aries, of course. It's just like a childlike. What did babies do? They don't communicate always with other mouths and voices and have our words. And when they're experiencing everything, it's touch, taste, sound, mouth, ears, everything. And that's what it seems like that you are, how you go about in your life. You want it if you want to learn photography, you engulf everything into it. Magazines, books, photographs, old cameras, new cameras, digital. You want to learn everything about it. And that's what I find so sexy about you. You just immerse yourself into it. And that's probably why you get in your head a lot too, is that you're able to attack things from many angles. You're able to put yourself in many people's shoes and understand why they're doing the things that they do. And I understand sometimes that can be overwhelming for some people. They think you're a know-it-all, but you're really not. You just know, okay? And you have the maturity, the intelligence, and the experience. And you don't mean, it's not like you're offering advice. You're simply talking and enjoying, and that's the energy of the Aries energy there too. And the strength is also Leo energy here too. So there's fire. Fire, we got 2 chalices, water. We got fire and fire here. That's interesting. It's a really cool balance between you guys. We got the new moon happening here too. New beginnings, new moon, new moon. All kinds of new stuff here. Keeping an open mind. This is some incredible love that they have for you. This is involvement. This is tenderness. This is attraction. This is affection. This is a collab, man. This is some serious, sexy, sizzling seduction when it comes to you. And this is what sexy means, like how you go, like again, that woman in a, what would you call it? A beautiful suit. And then you just throw on your gypsy skirt when you get home, or sarong, you know, you kick off those sexy heels, and there goes on your flip-flops. That's my girl. You know, you're the type of guy that could go out and work full construction all day, be a man's man, that kind of thing. You know, you have your lumberjack jacket on. Sorry, just fantasizing. Let me go with it. But then you come home and you just have that cuddly teddy bear, sincere, like Pisces inside, and it's just really, really cool, the energy between you two. And I find there's where one could be pissy, the other one is happy and makes the other one happy and balances out. The next day you could be happy, they could be kind of pissy, they balance you out, they make you happy. It's just, it really works here too. Fire, fire, water, water, dominance, dominance, passion, passion, water, water. You know, they have a balance. You know, when you're getting in your head, they can talk you out of that and bring you back. Sometimes that creative ability with you, with all this magical love and everything happening around you, and constant, like there's just to be a lot of energy happening here, a lot of stuff happening in these cards, and that's what happens in your head a lot. And they have a way of bringing that down, and they're well chuffed with themselves that they can bring that down with you. You know, it's how you make them feel is what they find really sexy. And you laugh at their jokes. You compliment them when you're able to get that. If you're having a high anxiety day, they can bring you down with your voice. You don't have to grab any Ativan, that kind of thing. You know, there's just, it's an incredible, undying love, and I hope you're celebrating your ass off here for it. And you no longer need to be in solitude anymore. And the DNA and the karmic DNA and your ancestors are shouting out and high-fiving you, man. They're here for you. So one thing I didn't say here is what I have is some messages here for them. I didn't say this in the beginning. Everybody else got 3, but you got 4. That's just how it popped out. This is a message from them to you. So I'm just going to read them out. We may comment on it later or not. I don't know. We'll see if it rocks with other cards. Who knows? But first off, I'm going to read it to you. And these are just messages from them to you. And this is all part of one of the things that they find sexy about you. And what the first card we pull is friendship. They find it absolutely sexy that you're their best friend. Reading the friendship card now, it says, nurture the bonds of the friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. And the next card is, look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is deep as the ocean. I'm going to read that one more time here. This is a message from them. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. And there you are in the island of solitude, and look at that ocean all the way around you. That ocean is them. They've been there all along. You've been feeling a solitude, but you're that single flower that they have come to nourish and love and take care of. They're not plucking the flower. They've come to smell the flower and take care of the flower and give it everything it needs, and that's you. The next message is, look within inside yourself and examine what is causing you to feel this way. Celebrate, my friend. Now, our last message for them, it says, when it comes to the matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. Sorry, I got a little cracked up there. Oh my goodness. Look inside yourself. The friendship is there. They are the water. They are the bounty. They are the Pisces. They are the new moon. You do have the Knight of Chalice. You do have the abundance of love, and the Two of Chalices here. When you guys are together, it is so passionate. The love just oozes out of like every energy in every area of your life. when you guys are together, you guys feel like you just want to celebrate looking inside yourself and examining that unconditional love, that undying love. And they think it's so sexy that you have shared this love with them, regardless of the situation that you've gone through or is happening at the moment. No matter what is happening right now in your life and what is shaken down, they find it so sexy that you have given your love to them. They cherish and hold it. They cherish and hold. We got the chalices here. We got the new start is coming. We got new beginnings. And this is things that you've created. It's time to celebrate. Get the heck out of that solitude. You've already meditated and contemplated. The energy is already gaining momentum in the waxing moon. You have the passion. Keep an open mind, man. This is going to be different. There's something about the transformation here that you've picked the dragon scales, because I want you to stay optimistic. Positive thinking and faith is going to bring you romance. And the reason why they find you, above all, so sexy is how honest you are with yourself. Divine passion, eruption. Looking within inside yourself and pulling out whatever you need to and getting through any of life's hiccups is what they find so sexy about you. They love it when you giggle. They love it when you smile. They love it when you bring things out. How you are able to turn things into direction that you need it to go to make things go well. It's sexy. And I really want to say I'm really proud of you for all the things that you've gone through, because you have unconditional love for yourself. If you don't have that, then how can you give to others? And they know that, and they respect and they appreciate and they honor that about you. And I absolutely honor you, and I want to say thank you so very, very much for hanging out with me today. It's been a pleasure hanging out with you. Throw me down a thumbs up. Tell me what resonated with you most. Tell me what your favorite part was. I love hearing from you, and I comment from that. Again, throw me down a thumbs up and a subscribe. And thanks for hanging out with me today. Bye.